Well, the NFL playoffs, Kara, are upon us. So how about some great recipes to try for the big game?
Is that your best sports announcer
My best,
voice?
Kara, it's my best sports announcing.
Well, listen, whether you watch the game or just like to eat the snacks, Grace Vallo of Tastefully Grace is joining us now with some great food ideas. Hi, Grace.
Hi, guys. It's so great to see you. So my husband is a huge Buffalo Bills fan, which is kind of problematic given that we live in Patriots world over here. But you can guarantee that we're watching football every single Sunday. So today I'm going to be showing you my two favorite football snacks. The first is healthier tortilla chips, and the second is easy at-home calzones that you can fill with anything that you want. So you ready?
I love calzones.
Oh, me too. It's one of my favorites.
Oh.
So first, we're going to start off with our healthier tortilla chips.
Okay.
And it starts off with just corn tortillas, which you can just get right in the grocery store. So you just want to slice them in half. And then you're going to take the halves and you're going to slice them into quarters. And then depending on how big you like your tortilla chips, I like them on the smaller side. So I'm just going to cut them in half again into little wedges. And then you're just going to take your wedges and you're just going to place it on a baking sheet just like that. And the key is to put them in a single layer because you want them to crisp up in the oven. So all you got to do is you're going to take a little bit of olive oil, and then you can add a little bit of lime to the olive oil if you want like a little bit something more zesty, which I like. So I'm just going to squeeze a little fresh lime juice in there. And then you're just going to take a basting brush and you're just going to mix up that olive oil and then put a tiny, tiny bit of oil on your basting brush. And then you're just going to brush your corn tortilla chips with olive oil, flip them over, and you're going to do the same thing to the other side, just a tiny, tiny bit of olive oil. And then you're just going to pop them in the oven at 375 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes. And they're going to come out nice and crispy. How easy is that? So, so easy.
So you don't have to flip them,
once they're out of the... Sorry?
You don't have to flip the chips? You just cook them and they cook on both sides?
Exactly. You don't have to flip them. Just let them sit in there for about 8-9 minutes and they'll be ready to go. They're going to come out piping hot, and that's when you want to season them. So you just add a little salt on there, obviously. And then my favorite thing to do is to add some seasoning. So you can use whatever seasoning you like on your chips. I like garlic powder. You can also use onion powder. Or if you have like a little smoked paprika, I love smoked paprika because it's bright red and obviously it's nice and smoky. And then you're ready to go. You can just pop it right into a little bowl and serve it with maybe like some salsa or guacamole, which is nice and healthy. And you have such a great game day snack that's healthy.
Yum.
But
Yum.
if you're looking for something a little bit more indulgent, I have something for you, which is easy homemade calzones that you can fill with anything that you want. So I have some pizza dough here. I just got it right in the grocery store. You can make your own, but I mean, why do that to yourself? And then just make it nice into a thin round, just like you're making a pizza. And then you're going to fill it with some cheese. So I have some whole milk ricotta here. You can also use part skim, but to me, like the whole milk is so much more creamy, which is just so amazing. I have a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and that's going to add that like stringiness that you like in a calzone. And then just a little bit of Parmesan cheese or Parmesan Reggiano cheese, and that's going to give the flavor. And if you mix it all together, I'm telling you, this cheese combo makes your calzones. They are so, so yummy. So it's time to add our fillings. So if you want something other than just a cheese calzone, this is your time to put your fillings in. You're going to add it right to the cheese. So I like vegetarian calzones. I like some like peppers, some onions, maybe some mushrooms in there, and you can just add some right into your cheese blend. If you want like sausage or something like that, make sure you cook it ahead of time before you put it into the cheese. Otherwise, you can just leave some raw veggies right in there. So you're just going to stir it right up, and then you're going to take your cheese blend and you're just going to pop it right onto your dough round just on one half. You don't want to do it on the whole thing, just on half of it, just like this. And you want to even it out, but you want to leave like a little crust, just like you're making a pizza. And then you're just going to take the other half of the dough and just pop it right over the filling. So you make like a little pocket, just like this. And you just want to pinch close the little pocket because you don't want that cheese and the filling to pop out. Just really, really press it down. And then just take another little basting brush, brush it with a little olive oil, and pop it in the oven at 500 degrees, so a very, very hot oven, for about 8 to 12 minutes. And you have yourself a beautiful, brown, lovely calzone. And if you want to serve it with something a little extra special, you can either use just a jarred marinara, or all you have to do for homemade is just add a can of tomatoes to a pot, a little bit of garlic, little basil, little salt, little olive oil, and you have your perfect little dipping sauce right on the side.
Grace. It looks
of your
delicious.
calzone.
Thanks, Grace. Great job.
Yeah.
I'm hungry again. We'll see you soon.
You can follow Grace at Tastefully
Thank
Grace.
you. Great to see you.
Great to see you. People can follow you at Tastefully Grace on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest. Check it all out.
Oh my God, I'm so
That
hungry
looks
now.
really good.